What's up, Envy Babes? It's Princess Lee, and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and if this is your first time at my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification button so you can always be informed when I drop a new video. Stay tuned. Today I am doing a lace front wig install, and then I'm actually gonna style it. She's just getting like 2 small braids in the front. This is low-key my first time seeing it done like this. Like, not that I made it up, somebody else made it up, but the picture that she sent me was my first time ever seeing it this way. Like, usually when I see the 2 braid install thing, it's the whole front in the 2 braids, but this one is just 2 little skinny braids in the front. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did that. So of course, first I started by braiding her down and putting the ball cap method on. I actually just recorded, actually I used her to record my ball cap method and my braid down, so you guys can see it and have like an in-depth tutorial on how I do it. And I went ahead and I already posted that. So yeah, if you guys want to know how I got up to this point, just go back and watch the ball cap method / braid down tutorial video and you will see how I got to this point. And then after that, I just went ahead and did my 3 layers of boho, and this is how I cut the lace. I just do a zigzag all the way around the top and cut that lace off close to the hairline as possible. And as you can see, it's super jagged, so it's not straight across, and that just helps it blend better. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and line the lace up on her forehead, and I always pull it a little bit down before the glue, well, in front of the glue, I'm sorry. I pull it a little bit in front of the glue just so I can make sure that all of the glue is completely covered up, and then I don't have to worry about it getting sticky or tacky or anything, or dirty if the glue is exposed. So yeah, once I go ahead and line it up where I want it to be lined up at, I use the back of my comb and I just go ahead and press it in. And then the pieces that won't be getting glued down, I just go ahead and part those hairs out. And oh, I'm super heavy-handed, y'all. Oh my god, I know my clients be mad at me. Either way it go, it works. So you know, gotta get it melted in the scalp, honey. So yeah, I just go ahead and cut off all that excess lace. Sometimes I put the band on first, but I guess I decided to do it like this. They both work. It just really depends on what you're going for. So yeah, cut off the excess lace, and I'm just gonna go ahead and push that down and then go on from there. After I get done cutting off the parts that I won't cut, sometimes you will find that when you initially glue the wig down, it is some spots that'll look better if you keep, because sometimes if you cut certain pieces off, then it'll look kind of crazy. So if you ever get to a point like that, just go ahead and put some glue on the back of your hand, and then just glue those little spots down that need glue. And after that, I'm gonna try to match her skin tone as close as I can with makeup. And there's not one tone that'll just match everybody perfectly. Like, sometimes you're gonna have to mix some stuff up to make sure it matches your client. You see how that side looks compared to the other side? Like, it's giving scalp compared to ashy. So if you gotta mix and match some stuff up to match your client, then that's just what you gotta do. And go ahead and just dab the makeup across their hairline. And I always put it on my hand first, just so I can kind of like blend it out before I put it on there, because I don't like that super thick cakey makeup look on the lace. It looks a mess. You really can't tell when it's like on camera or in pictures, but if you see it in person, like, it'll look super caked up, and that's just a look that I'll never go for, you know. So yeah, after I get that down, get the makeup on there, now I'm just gonna part it out. And then I'm gonna part her baby hair out and then get ready for the hairstyle. So yeah. Once I get the baby hairs parted out, I'll just go ahead with my Got2b spray and spray it down. It just helps me keep the flyaways out of the front and helps with the meltdown process. So after I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and clip that wig in the back, pin it up out my way, and then go ahead and tie it down. And then I'm just going to mold her hair down with my Nairobi foam. Make sure my part is pretty straight, and then I'm going to sit her under the dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to say 10 to 20 minutes. It really just depends on how long it takes to for it to dry completely. And yeah, whenever you're parting the wig, don't forget to part that back section straight across the back. It just makes it look less wiggy and more defined. So I'm gonna sit her back so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So you're just gonna part that straight across and then just flat iron it down. And then I'm gonna put my Nairobi foam on and add a wig cap on top of that just to help me mold it down. And I'm gonna sit her under the dryer until it dries. Now that she is back from under the dryer, I'm going to go ahead and hot comb her to basically combing out that mold while still trying to flatten it out. And this is what it looks like fresh from under the dryer. And now I'm going to go ahead and part a super small section off in the front. And this is going to be where the braids are going to go. So I was a little bit nervous about doing the braids so small because I wanted to make sure that my lace didn't lift. Like, of course it's secure, but you know, it on the back of the glue, it tells you it takes at least 24 hours for it to fully cure before you can like do too much with it. So like you got to be super duper careful at this point so you can't pull the lace up. So as you can see, I went ahead and had my client hold down the baby hair area, and then I'm just going to place her finger over the top where the braid is going down at, and just going to hold that part up until I get finished with the braid so it doesn't come up. Once I'm finished with the braid, I'm just going to tuck this part behind her ear, and then I'm going to go on to the other side and do the exact same thing. After I finish this side, now I'm going to go ahead and start on the baby hair, and this is what this part looks like. So yeah, I'm going to take my shears and I'm going to cut all 4 sections of the baby hair at a diagonal, and then I'm going to use my foam to swoop it around and style it the way that my client likes it. So as you can see, I went ahead and curled the baby hair to the back, and then I'm just using my Nairobi foam and my rat tail comb to swoop them all around. So for the first 2 sections, I go ahead and I swoop them to the back, and then I do like a little swirly in the front. Some clients like super like dramatic baby hair with the swoops all over the place, but I know This is one of my friends. We was going to Vegas, and I knew for a fact that she wouldn't, be able to do too much with the swoops and the swirls. So I just gave her the little 3-piece and called it a day. That part is pretty much done. I'm gonna take my black hair dye with a tint brush, and then I'm just gonna go in and like clean up the part a little bit. And the reason why I do it like this is because I don't like my parts like overly perfect looking. I like them to look still a little realistic, but this is just in case you over bleach some areas of the knots, and it's to clean it up just a little bit. So I just go ahead with my black hair dye and I clean it up a little bit, and then I'll take my blow dryer and dry it completely. And then I'm going to take my hot comb and comb it in a little bit more, which I guess I forgot to record. But yeah, I did take my hot comb and press it in some more, and now I'm taking my Nairobi foam and brushing it through, and you see how good it defines the curls of this wig. So yeah, go with your water and your foam and define the curls as much as possible. And after that, we are pretty much done with the entire install. And this is going to be the final result. This is what it looks like. These are the baby hair. This is my client just figuring it through. And yeah, we flicked it up in front of the Royal Envy sign. Let me guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and how much you liked it or didn't like it or anything that you can critique moving forward. If there's any hairstyles that you guys want to see me redo or do, go ahead and DM them to me on Instagram. And I got y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.